So, I think we check out this little village over here that we marked on our map. It doesn't have any question marks on it, but usually when we see a series of buildings, it is worth at least seeing what it's all about. Because in this case, looks like it might be a whole bunch of ruins. And what is here? I mean, this is the edge of them. Leading off to the end of the world, presumably. But the key question is more so what's over in this direction. Okay, I mean, you're just saying we're in the forest, yes. There's a path here. Whatever that means. Hello? Kanamebi Temple Ruins? Okay, I mean, that looks like the main place over there. There is an entrance over here. This does kind of give me vibes of don't go here yet. This is a place where you're supposed to go in the future. Is this safe for us to go down here, or are we entering spoiler territory if we do that? Because if so, then obviously we shouldn't do it yet, but it's given me vibes of you're not supposed to be here yet. Don't even remember this place? But in theory, hopefully that does mean it's safe. Check this out. So I am intrigued. I'm just a little hesitant. I don't want to mess something up here. Unintentionally. But, I suppose we give it a shot. And see what this is all about. So let's save. And I mean, this might even be locked, in which case it ends here. It is. Oh, it is not. I take it back. It was locked. We had the key to it. Don't know where we picked it up. Oh. Red chest. What is the deal with this? Recipe for what? Pasta? Honey spice cake recipe? Crayfish boil recipe? Whole bunch of rubies and a ton of diamonds. Very valuable stuff. What the heck? Ramses Gorthon's recipe for étoile blanche pasta. Huh? Oh, don't. Okay, I did say it before. We can undo. We can undo. Don't worry. We can undo. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Men in Black, red light thing, memory erased. This place does not exist. Move on, Lids. Why are you over here? Don't be a silly Billy. Okay, it's not super important, but it is technically out of order. Okay. In that case, you know, we'll carry on and we'll make a point of coming back here whenever we are supposed to come back here. So, we were planning on kind of going clockwise around here to all these question marks. However, there is this path that keeps on going further to the east. And so, although there's nothing over here, I think we keep on going a little bit further. Oh, well, we try going a little bit further and see if we reach the end of the world, which we do. And that means that now we can more definitively say, alright, that's the next spot. And no, we're not missing out on anything up in that corner. What is that sound? Sounds like a dragon? Yeah, it's some kind of dragonid. It's a monster nest. Is this the one that we were approaching? Yeah, I guess. Thought we were a little further away than that. But that seems like that is perhaps not a coincidence. If we are coming across this monster. Where's the actual nest? It may have seen us. I don't think it has seen us. Here it is. I'd like to, yeah, kind of fight you out in the open.
Need to destroy it.
Can we actually destroy it before we fight it? So we would have had the option to do so there. It just feels like that's not so fitting.
Gotta be. Nice place.
Oh, what? Oh, okay, well, Manticore gear around here as well. Sure. But we got another matter to deal with first here. It's a forked tail, so yes, it can do that. It can absolutely hit us with its tail. Kind of trying to get you when you were actually in the air there, but so be it. Down it goes. Okay. Oh. A somewhat valuable ring. Destroy the nest. Bada boom. Okay, and now Geralt was making a comment about how it seemed like this was going to be a location for the, I think it was Manticore set? One of the diagrams for that? I thought that was the one that was close by, although I thought it was a little bit further than this, or a little bit closer to the water. Like if we... Oh, hold on. A second here. If we make a point of activating that, in fact, it did that. Search the Lake of Cleansing. Oh yeah, we did hear about the Lake of Cleansing, yes. But the specific marker was, yeah, much further in that direction. That was going to be one of the next things on our list, yes, but I think first we'll get to that question mark, and then we'll kind of loop around. Okay. So, this does appear to be the lake. Problo. What else is over here? Got probably wolves. Yeah, sound like wolves over there. That's not all that interesting, but what is this? This is a monster den. Don't think it's gonna be a wolf monster den, like we kinda sorta saw recently. Let's see. Whoa. That's a pretty big place. That's it's a pretty big archway you got there. What is this? This is huge. This is like... I hesitate to call this a cave. This is like a... We're entering the mines of Moria or something. Okay, there's something over there. Can we tell what it is yet? Not really. But this looks like this might be another case of just one big enemy. Can't tell if it's... Oh. We got something red there. That might even be the stuff for the Manticore gear. Perhaps not, though. Speleologist's diary. Diagram for Toussaint Color Guardsman's boots. Wait. Maybe that's why it feels like we're always getting diagrams for Toussaint Guardsman stuff, or Ducal Guard. Because there are numerous different iterations of the Guardsman's gear. May not have been paying as close attention to that as it's required, but okay, so what is this? Hit the Fiend. My expedition to the Amel Mountains was a success, but I cannot wait to visit Toussaint. That is a land sculpted from Grottos Gropers. Okay? The Gorgon foothills and the slopes of Mount Crane are places where I shall be able to find dozens of exploration sites. The endless caverns carved out of that volcanic rock will assure me material to study for months to come. 17th of Fian. Incredible. I cannot find a single spot fit for study. The matter should be simple, for Tough is usually uninhabited, but all these grottos are either full of monstrosities or have been bought up by copper-pinching wine merchants scheming to fill every cave with their hideous barrels. You don't say. Sometimes, both. Alas, I must find a cicerone, a local guide of some sort, who will show me to some completely unoccupied cavern. 20th of Fian. A certain Luc Venaque, however you say that name, whom I encountered in San Sebastian, has enticed me to with promises of a fabulous cave, you won't regret it, Master Garrick, in which there are no greedy grape hoarders, nor any monsters. Well, not sure about the latter. Tomorrow we shall set out to the Blessured Forest, but before embarking, I invited my guide to supper at the Pheasantry. We will be spending several days together, after all, and I'd like to get to know him better. Luke turned out to be a picky gentleman. The chef de cuisine served us veal cutlets in garlic sauce and Jessamine bean soup. Luke, however, asked for pancakes and red wine, making excuses about an inborn distaste for garlic. Oh, he's a vampire. He also didn't touch the silver cutlery. He's a vampire, explaining something about an allergy and making use of his own wooden set instead. Despite these oddities, he made for quite interesting company, and we chatted over a bottles to be precise, of wine until late in the night. Something tells me there will soon be much talk of Body Garrick, Luke Venaque duo, in the world of speleologists. Okay, so does that maybe even mean that this enemy here is going to be the anticipated vampire in question? I wouldn't rule it out. Looks like it's over in this direction and further up. Oh, what is that? That's something we break through? Whatever it is, it's fast. Just like to climb back up, preferably. Oh, nope, we can't go there. Kind of look like we could go there. It's just herbs. Thought I might have seen something else down here, though. More pure loot. Apparently not. Oh. Oh. Did we dive under? How do we get over there? Hold on. How did we get over there? Yeah? Is this something that requires that we dive underwater? It might. It might. Is there... Ah, yes. I think there's something... We go under this? No. Where do we go? I mean, initially I was trying to climb up the edge here. Yeah, to get up. Can we climb that? Can we hop up here? I think this is the way up. I was trying to hop over here previously, but it seemed like we couldn't do that. I think that is the answer. There we go. There, and then, like, this is, like, an invisible wall? What the heck? This looks like the way up, but it's not letting me go here. That's strange. Is there a better way over there? Can we loop around here? No. Huh? Is that it? Is that all? Looks like there's more to this cave. Am I making that up? Was that really it? Because it looks like there's something... Like, yeah, that's an illusion that we move away. We remove with our quest item. We need to get up there. And it looks like we go up there through here. But, like, can we R to move some of the stuff out of the way so we can actually get up here? Because it is not letting me up here. Nor is it letting me hop this. Like, is there a spot where we dive down and go into a different area where we can access it? Because I'm not seeing it. Huh. Strange. I wonder if this is like a place where this is actually sort of like the exit of this area, not the entrance. And so if we want to find that stuff, then we actually need to approach from a different angle, and then we'll end up leaving eventually through here. At least as of right now, all the potential ways to get over there appear to be inaccessible / blocked. So I think we'll just keep on looking around, and hopefully there is some other entrance here, because like that, I'm guessing, where we're actually seeing the marker, I'm hoping that's going to be an entrance. And one that's like an underwater cave entrance, and one that we can use to connect to other stuff. What is this, though? Sounds like potentially bandits?
I was a tot. Maybe it's because my mom, see? Shut it. I've heard enough of that.
Okay. Hello. Yep, they're bandits. Hey, friends. How goes it? Gentlemen. Yeah, this is gonna be ours. Sorry, buddy. Rude. Don't block me, bro. Blood indeed.
Away attacking an armed witcher. I'll never know. Something wrong with my face?
What? I mean, certainly not the first time we've ever fought a group of bandits. So, more than anything, I'm just surprised that Geralt comments now after the 200th group of bandits we've gone after. Is a lot of gold, though. What do we have here? Holy Lake. Okay. We go in the building? It would appear not. Because we can't knock that stuff out of the way. Okay, so there are at least... Okay, yes, some chests down here, including something glowing red, which would probably be the thing for the Witcher diagrams that we're looking for. This right here. Merton's last letter and diagram for the gauntlets. We got it. We read this while we're underwater? I think we can read this while we're underwater. I don't think this lowers our breath meter. Otherwise, we're about to find out. We see a game over screen as soon as we exit out of this. 32nd of Fiend, 1203. We're just keeping an eye on our life meter. Is technically still showing up there in the top left corner. It's just very dark and faded out. I don't think it's getting any lower, so I think we're good here. Unless it just like instantly loads. Like, oh hey, you've been underwater for a minute. Now you're dead. Hopefully that doesn't happen. My road has reached its end. I, Merton, having been given as a child to members of the Manticore Guild of Witchers, have been subjected to their vile mutations and refashioned by their destructive regime of training. Do this day cease to be a Witcher. I finished my pilgrimage and divested myself of all that tied me to my old life. I have journeyed to the hidden chapel in the Cave of Tribulations and survived. Today I am born anew. Here, in the Lake of Cleansing, I leave behind the last of the items which signify my attachment to my previous incarnation as a Witcher. Along with them, I leave behind my cares, my grievances, and my obligations. I cast off all that I was, including my name. From now on, I shall answer to Shavel. I am a new man. Thank you, most redoubtable Lebiota. I feel my new self pushing me onward to new lands and places which remain hidden from me. The good folk who helped me during my journey always said I must listen to my inner voice and follow it, for it is through that inner voice that Lebiota speaks to us. I shall not go against its will. I will set off north to Temeria, Edirn, and perhaps even the Dragon Mountains. I will proclaim the glory of Lebiota and do good deeds, just as the prophet commanded. Okay, are we gonna die instantly? We are not, fortunately. Okay, we got loots there. Loots here. That is the last of the Manticore stuffs. We get greedy and add this as well before we surface. That we can. There's more here as well. Now we're getting really greedy. A whopping 6 crowns.
His last stop.
Indeed. So let's just double check. Glowing things here, we can kind of tell by the shape of them if they're herbs or other loot. And I think it's basically just herbs at this point. But no sign of any other attachments to that cave system that we saw not long ago. So that's a little concerning. Does perhaps mean that we just, for whatever reason, couldn't find a way to get further into that cave. So, I mean, we can... Why don't we... Let's mark it on our map. Where was it? It was... Is it in that monster den? Was it this monster den? Because this says it's cleared out. I don't even remember finding anything in there. We basically just took some loot and went away. That is strange. But, oh, well, let's not put the custom marker. Let's put, yes, like this. And now let's check out this farm, which we sprinted past when we were riding on Roach, chasing down that spectral horse. But, we did not have the chance to actually stop to look at it, and it is, in fact, an abandoned site, so we can, of course, liberate it. That might even be it right there. I think it is. Let's see what the deal is over here. Does mean that in theory it is overrun by some kind of enemies. We should probably save as well. What type of enemies, you ask? Can't tell from here. Can we hop over this? I'm not even sure we're going to be able to hop over this. Okay, fortunately, we can. It's a werewolf. Again. Might this be the other werewolf? The one that is the partner of the one that we saw in that, that cave? It might be. Because there was talk of how they were concerned. It's also level 46. I think that was the same level as the other one. So I feel like it is. I don't think that's a coincidence. There was talk of how that person was concerned that the other werewolf was going to go out, get mad, and attack people. And I suspect that that is exactly what happened here. Okay, so the area is now re-inhabited. So we'll check to see if there's anyone here that we can chat with. Any merchants? Anything, really. Let's also make sure that we loot from... Oh, that's... What? That's a very interesting... Wait, that was a... That's using the ladder? Oh my goodness. Carols. That is a cursed ladder if ever I saw one. I meant to be looting from here. What I intended to do. But I also want to make sure we nab this stuff here from Werewolf. Eviction notice. Yep. It is Hubert. Yep, Hubert and Giselle. It is the other person, the other member of the werewolf couple. In connection to my recent acquisition of the Bassain farm, I, the undersigned, Countess Tiffane Baudet de Secour, do hereby inform Sirs Hubert and Giselle Duret, or Duret, who currently inhabit said piece of real estate, that they are obliged to vacate the premises within no more than 7 days of receiving this notice. In the case of failure to comply with this warning, the matter will be referred to the appropriate enforcement bodies. This is a legally binding notice that has been prepared in accordance with the Act of the Bassain Farm issued by the Beauclair Magistrate. Sincerely, Countess Tiffany Baudet de Secour. Okay, so yes, that was in fact werewolf we were expecting. Can we go inside here? I doubt it. Yeah. We are stuck on that worker. We go up this ladder. Does this ladder actually have a useful purpose? Perhaps. I'm fixing up the roof.
Down my bum furrow.
Excuse you? Ooh, don't drop down there. I nearly did.
The hussie's got a waist thin as a rod, but her bum could fit a pack of hounds.
Gosh. Stuff these people are talking about. We go in here, perhaps? No. Cannot. Can take your potatoes, though. On this occasion, I think we'll go ahead with that. We'll go through with it. Even if we went without the potatoes on a previous occasion. That was different. That was when the lady quite literally had 0 coins to spare. In which case, yeah, she needed those. She needed those potatoes. These people, however, are clearly loaded, and therefore will go all Robin Hood, as per usual, and steal from the rich, and steal from the poor, and steal from everybody, but we're a Witcher, so you know what? Apparently it doesn't matter. Okay, so I think that's just about everything in that area, unless on this side, if there is a barber, apparently. I mean, we don't really tend to do anything with the barbers, although this guy's insisting on speaking to us.
Were it not for you, Witcher, that werewolf, he'd have devoured us all. The werewolf. Did you kill it?
We did. Also, that is quite the shirt you got there.
Devoured sheep, ravaged the farm. Oh, what a relief that's done with. I thank you. If you wish, I shall give you a trim. I just need a moment. My hands are still shaking.
I mean, not necessarily sure we're looking for an actual haircut or shave, but how'd you ever wind up here?
What's a barber do on a farm like this?
He shears sheep because sheep are calm, unlikely to scream at him if a lock is out of place or a color a touch off the desired shade. And here, no one threatens to shorten you by a head if you trim a bit too much.
Somebody threatened to do that to you?
To me? No. But, well, one hears things.
It totally happened to
Found
him.
it impossible to work under incessant pressure. But when I saw the notice, urgent specialist sheep shearer sort, well, I didn't give it a second thought. And it was pleasant at first, but then that werewolf appeared.
Okay. Now, we don't really need any of this other stuff, I don't think, but
now.
learn a little bit more about the area
You, Witcher,
and about that dude.
werewolf.
And so it sounds like, yeah, when we do the Griffin treasure hunts, then hopefully we'll be able to track down the rest of that stuff over there in that previous cave system.
Somehow this one made our ladies more eager. 1,000 thanks, white one.
But for right now, I think this is everything here. In which case, we can either go further west, back over here, kind of toward the castle, or we can go further east and head to this question mark and start heading south as well. And, I mean, maybe we go... I mean, either way, it probably makes sense to continue going in sort of a circular fashion. So this, then this, then this, then this, maybe that, and then back up here. Otherwise, we're going to have to do a lot of back and forth. How are we doing on weight, out of curiosity? We're doing not great. Been going a little while since we last sold anything to anyone. Unfortunately, though, there's no general tradesperson here, so we can't really offload any of our gear at the moment. And, I mean, this place looks the most likely to have additional people in it. apparently we saw a grindstone here. I don't remember being here. But maybe... I forget, do we see the grindstones even before we've explored an area? Because I don't remember being that far north in this section. I remember we were down here doing all the Slizzard stuff. That was down here, and then we came across that bandit camp, but I don't think we really went any further north, and we definitely haven't been over in this area at all. So you start getting down here to where the quarry is. Because this gives me potentially also abandoned site vibes, because this looks like a significant location that would presumably normally have people in it, but may not at the moment if it's overrun by monsters. Yeah, that's a good point. We have been doing a lot of these question marks around here, so we could break it up a little bit with a quest. Although we don't have many quests remaining at this point. Like... what? Do this? Where is this one? That's further back here. What else do we have? We have the Gwent tournament stuff, and then we have the Knight for Hire, which is all over the place. Ah, including this one. Including that one. Okay. So we have that stuff, unless we go to a Witcher contract. It's been a long time since we last did a Witcher contract. These were high-ish level, so we were deliberately kind of waiting on those, but what about this one? What about this one? That's... or at least, I assume, like, negotiating the price with this dude. The monster itself is probably elsewhere. But it has been a long time since we last did a Witcher contract, so maybe we go for that. Because that would give us a bit of a different feel, rather than just going pure exploration for as long as we've been going. That does mean we need to be at a fast travel spot. Fortunately, there is one right here. Let's see. Yeah, because other than that, I mean, we could, of course, go back to the main quest. It's been a while since we last did that. Not like a crazy amount of time, but... I mean, at some point, there's only going to be the main quest remaining, main quest and exploration, because we've been going pretty aggressively with these side quests. Oh, there's going to be a fast travel point nearby as well. I mean, there's one basically right next to us anyway. Okay, so let's... I mean, we have the quest marker, right? I guess we don't need a custom marker. We need to find this guy, so this may not be the typical just talk to the guy to negotiate a price type of situation. This seems like it might be more of a, like, hey, this guy's in trouble, rescue him type of thing. Like, what do we know about this? Any semblance of false modesty aside, I can comfortably contend that my songs of Geralt's deeds are known the world over. The Duchy of Tucson is no exception. There, my ballads praising our Witcher so oft demonstrated valor and honor remain popular to the extreme. So much so that on one occasion it was chiefly thanks to my works that Geralt was offered a contract. A young noble lady, who had learned of the Witcher solely from my thoroughly accurate descriptions, picked him out of a crowd and promptly begged him for aid. I don't remember this. She was concerned for her fiancé, Francois. Oh, was this really early on when we got to Tucson? I think it was. Or when we got to Beauclair. Just like one of the first ladies that we talked to when we were out exploring just the city in general, and we saw the exclamation point and decided why not talk to her. So Francois, who had set out not long past to slay a monster in honor of his betrothed, the monster was known as Grotor, and the lady's beloved had not yet returned. The lady tasked the Witcher with learning what had become of the young knight. Yeah, so we, I believe, have already negotiated a price for this. So this is not just like a typical, oh, chat with some random person about fighting a monster. We've already done that part. We're trying to rescue this dude, and I think, from what I recall about that conversation, it was sort of a, well, I mean, if you haven't heard from him yet, it doesn't sound very good, and this guy might be dead. Let's head over there, and we've been in this general area a reasonable amount. So I don't really think we're gonna find much that is entirely new to us here. But I'll deliberately go a little bit off the beaten path, just to be sure. Oh, well, that's something. Hello? So my guess is we're just going to go straight into the big boss fight here. And we may not find Francois, or at least he's going to be dead. And that's probably him. Oh, he's sleeping. He's just sleeping. Francois's fine. Probably. Maybe. Hello. Hello.
You scared me half to death, Drifter. What do they call you? What's your crest? Speak.
I mean, it says that as if we're a knight, which normally you say, no, we're a witcher. Ravix of Forehorn. I am kind of curious to see what happens if we go with that one. Although, technically, after competing and winning in the tournament, no, we are, truthfully, the esteemed Geralt. Didn't we get knighted? Did we get knighted at the end of the tournament? Because we might have. I don't remember if that was actually what happened. But in that case, you know, we are, in fact, we have that title. But I kind of want to see what happens if we go this route.
Ravix of Forehorn. My crest shows a maiden sitting astride a striding bear.
Indeed.
So, now that we've had our night-to-night chat, Francois Le Goff, I presume. Your betrothed sent me. See, you've been gone a while, so you've got her worried.
Well, indeed, for Grotore is a most fearsome beast. I must prepare properly for battle.
By napping outside the cave for a fortnight.
I have tarried a bit, true, but the delay is done. My word I gave, thus the beast shall die.
So we're about to do this for you, are we not? Or we're going to both fight him together, and this guy's going to be really squishy, and we're going to have to try to keep him alive, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. But, how can we help? Because it doesn't seem like you actually want to fight this guy yourself.
Wouldn't happen to need any help, would you?
I don't know. After all, I did swear a solemn oath to...
Deposit the beast's head at your beloved's feet. No mention of you killing it all by yourself, though.
Ah, loopholes.
I suppose.
And Ravix was actually the name that we used on a previous occasion.
Side then. For honor.
Ah, yep, fight side by side. This guy's gonna be a pain in the butt. Because, yep, he absolutely has a life bar. Oh, God, and he's running straight in. Okay, hold on, Francois. Save now, before this guy inevitably dies an absolutely gruesome death. There's no way that... Alright. Okay, well, here's the entrance. He is very keen on getting himself killed. Of this, I'm sure. Okay. Unsheath the sword, yes.
Should be the one to lop off its head.
We gotta kill it first.
Yeah, take it easy, buddy. You are going straight in.
Strange. No sign of Grotore.
Perhaps we should turn back? If there's no beast, there's no beast. Damn shame, but we tried.
Not so fast. Let's take a look around.
Okay. So yeah, anytime we have an ally with a life bar, I am concerned. Because sometimes they are extremely easy to go down. Sometimes when we have like people who are actually trained fighters, it seems like they do a little bit better, but still concerning.
Impressive. You'd think you were in a winter garden.
Yeah, what's the deal with the flowers? What's the deal with the flowers? Also, what is that? It's like a cradle. What the heck are those sounds? Those arch spores? Oh. Well, that's something. Hold on just a second. I mean, we do potentially have the opportunity to loot all this, hold on. Copper. And whatever this is. Diamond? Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. Any more of those here? I don't think so. I think we're now... Oh. Other way out? Question mark? Another way out. Okay, although this had some nice... That corpse had some nice stuff on it.